The old rat race was money. The new rat race is attention. Because for decades, success meant climbing your career ladder. And today, visibility itself has become a form of wealth. Attention can be turned into money, opportunity, relationships, influence. It's going to get you indoors that you could have never gotten into. And as a direct result of this, everyone is building a personal brand. And I even recommend people to do that myself because that's what I'm trying to do. But the problem is people are doing the same thing that we've all hated the corporate world for. Like you seem like you're constantly slaving away to try to become a higher value individual, building how much attention or influence that you have with the people around you. And it's exhausting because it seems like that switch doesn't turn off. Back in the day with corporate, you used to be able to go home to your family and it's like, okay, although it sucks I have to get up in the morning and do that again, at least I have 4 hours at home where I can just be me. But the whole attention and you being the ultimate product yourself, that switch is impossible to turn off. And that's why I think it's so exhausting for so many people. The most visible things are often the worst moments and the best moments. And although the best moments are nice, everyone's human at the end of the day. And sometimes you could have a bad moment and people are going to remember you for that bad moment, no matter how many good things you do. So you need to pay very close attention to how other people are perceiving you. And because of that, to some extent, it does become a performance, right? You are the jester and the person sitting on the throne that you're trying to impress is just the audience. It's the world. And I am even guilty of this myself. Everyone is guilty of it. But yeah, it just seems like everyone is trying to curate the perfect feed on their social media. They want the best Instagram. And this isn't just true for content creators. It's true for regular people that use Instagram like how most people use Instagram. Oh, they're just going to post some of their life highlights, whatever. It seems like people are trying to curate it because the easiest way for someone to visualize you or try to understand who you are when people are talking about you in rooms that you're not in or anything like that, it's Instagram, right? That's the thing. Everyone pulls that up or your social media in some form or extent. Bro, I'm telling you, they're going to judge you based off of that. And everyone knows this. This isn't like new information. But because of that, and we're all intuitively aware of this, we try to make sure that we put our best foot forward in a similar way that you would walk into a job interview and you want to dress well, you want to be cleaned up, and you just want to speak with conviction. You want to do all the things right to present yourself in the best light possible. That's what social media is. So everyone is competing for attention. And there's it's pretty much like this. It is a chessboard and you're trying to strategize the best way to be adjacent to as much power as possible, right? I've said this before, but Instagram is the ultimate dating app. It's the ultimate LinkedIn. It's the ultimate app where you can become friends with someone. It's just a business card, dating profile. It's everything all in one. So once again, everyone is more or less aware of this. And so they try to just curate the perfect thing. And it's exhausting. And I think what we're doing is we live in a society where as time goes on, we're just coming for more and more of people's assets. And I don't mean assets in the sense of, oh, I own equity in this business or I have a house or a car. When I say assets, I mean time, energy, effort, all these things. Those are your personal assets. And it seems like the further that we progress as a society, it's like, hey, I want to make sure I come for all of your time. I need to control you in as many ways as possible. Some people would say that this could be attributed to late stage capitalism. I think there's some truth there for sure. Everything's a competition, right? And so, yeah, it's funny because you see guys will try to convey that they're wealthy or well off or associated with other high value guys in a very in a subtle way on Instagram because you're kind of looked down upon. You know, it's a running joke online that if you're a guy and you do a photo dump, like that's like girls are turned off by that, or that's not very masculine. So guys are trying to navigate that. Girls are trying to navigate how can I pretty much show that I'm more or less for girls on Instagram, it's a beauty pageant, it's a popularity contest. So for them, they're doing that. So everyone has their own game that they're playing, and no one really wants to play the game. It's just a part of the way that the world is at this point, I guess. But yeah, social status is so public. And I think it is. I don't think it is the first time that this has ever been a part of culture and society and human history. Because what popularity used to be for older generations was local. How many people in your town knew you? And there was a sense of freedom in that because you could just step outside the town, no one knows. But now it's quantified with followers, likes, views, comments, shares. What mutuals do you have? That's a big one. But yeah, success is displayed in numbers that pretty much everyone can compare. It's so easy to see who lines up where on the social hierarchy. And the truth is this does have real world implications. I know it's shallow. I know it's vain. I'm well aware of this, but it's one of those things where the game exists. So you can either sit and complain about the game, or you could try to play it to the best of your ability. That's the harsh reality. And so it's optimal game theory. You have to try to find a way to be the most appealing, whether that's you're attractive or you're smart or you have some sort of skill or you have a good circle around you, good mutuals. Like you have to find a way to be someone of importance. And I say have, and I don't really mean you have to, but for a lot of people, specifically ambitious people that are trying to level up in life, it's just naturally comes with it. But yeah, as a direct result of this, not everyone, but a lot of people are trying to build a personal brand, and they're trying to sell themselves. And I even fall into this category myself because ultimately influence is the career. You are the product, and you're the common denominator in every endeavor that you're going to have in life. So you want to carry yourself in the best way possible. Here's the thing too. Attention is a limited resource. People can't give their attention to everything. They can only give their attention to certain things. And there are only so many hours in a day. So every app, every creator, all these brands, they want your attention. That's why, like, you know what I mean? Your phone's always going off with notifications. You get recommendations constantly. The feed is endless. There's no end to the scroll. And so everyone's competing for the same finite resource.